So it's day 2 of the greenhouse build, and as you can see, I'm nowhere near the greenhouse. Why? Because when we went to screw the base down, or at least make the holes in the concrete blocks ready to put the base on it, we were marking it out and realised there was just no way that that metal base was going to sit flat on that concrete base because it wasn't even. So we had a quick trip down to Wickes to go and buy some wood. So that's the only place that's open on a Sunday, and hopefully my friend up there will get the base sorted. So in the meantime, I'm going to be doing something else away from it, because it just makes me want to scream at the moment, because no matter what we've done, there's always something that stops us doing it or prevents us. I mean, we lost 3 hours today. I came down here 3 hours earlier than I normally do to try and get it done. Nope. Anyway, enough about the greenhouse. Let's have a look at what we're actually going to be doing. So these are my new raised beds, and they are in this very well packaged box, and I cannot get them out. So I'm going to come back in a minute and show you what they look like. Right, so they're a nice light green. Quite liking this colour at the moment. I think it's the colour I'm painting my bathroom as well. Or maybe that's a bit darker, I don't know. So anyway, I got 2 of these, and we're going to build them today instead of the greenhouse, because that has just annoyed me far too much. Right, that wasn't too bad. I only did it wrong once, and that was because I wasn't quite sure where that metal part went and which screws to use. So I literally did everything up and then realised I had to put this metal part in with longer screws. But it's looking pretty good. I haven't got time to fill it today. I would try and fill the other one, but I don't know if I'll have time. And I've just got to cut off a little bit of excess on this, and that's it. They are really nice. I'll put a link in the description below to show where I got it from. Any guesses? Amazon. But yeah, I'm loving it. Looks really nice. Oh, I'm tired now. And just like that, we're back at the plot. Didn't take us long. Did have to go to B&Q to get some screws to put the greenhouse on the base. But that's it. So I'm gonna go and get the rest of the stuff and bring it down to build the other metal bed. Right, so I'm going to quickly open this box. Well, I say quickly, just getting everything ready, and we'll get everything out and make sure that everything needs is in the box. Luckily, because I've already built one, I know what's needed. I'm quite surprised that we're getting such nice weather in March. Don't usually get these sunnier days. I mean, it's still freezing cold and you don't want to be out in it very long, but it does give you the opportunity to get all these things built on the allotment. Get your raised beds done, get your greenhouses done, get polytunnels up, get everything sorted, ready for when we're planting out. So I am feeling quite lucky this year that I bought so many things and that I've actually got the time to do them, because some March and April they've been absolutely hammering down with rain. So just clearing the area, ready to get everything out, and now it's time to unpack the screws. So I'll just quickly show you these when I've opened this, but you're not really going to see much, so I'll come a bit closer to the camera. So as you can see, these ones are labelled N1. There's also one called N2 with the longer screws in, but these are the shorter ones. The majority of those go in the raised bed. Now I will say that when I was building this, it does tell you on the instructions to wear gloves. Now I'm pointing at the top of the metal there because there's a little green lip and you want that the same all the way around. But as I was saying, they provide you with gloves and they tell you that because of the sharp sides that you will need to wear the gloves. Now with the first bed, I actually wore the gloves for the first 5 minutes and found it really difficult to do up the nuts, and it was just taking forever. So I just thought, no, I won't bother. And I didn't cut myself at all on the first bed, it was fine. But when I was building this second one, I cut my hands to death. I had so many cuts over my fingers. I really wish I'd wore the gloves because they hurt for about 2 days afterwards. I'd cut myself so many times. So I will recommend that you do wear the gloves provided, or at least some sort of gloves to help you from cutting yourself to death. I also found that when building this, if you do the top and the bottom nut first, because I think there's 5 in total on each panel, that they line up a lot easier and it's much easier to put together. So I recommend that. Now, to be fair to the instructions, it does say to wear gloves, but I couldn't get the bolts on. So little blood won't hurt anyone. I think I'm just reminding myself here with the instructions which way the next bit goes. Guess what? I did it wrong. Honestly, my DIY. I have a go, and I think I'll be okay, and I'll be good at it, but I don't know. I just always seem to do things wrong, or skip ahead and then get lost, and I'm just too impatient to get it done. But I always get there in the end, it just seems to take me that little bit longer. So as you can see, this section, the flatter section, mounts onto the rounded end piece by the outside. Right, so next you want this metal plate bit that goes down the middle, and you want to do it on the 3rd bolt, on all the bolts down, but do not do up the 3rd bolt on it. I will make the mistake of not doing that on this, but do not do up the 3rd bolt. Do all the other ones, start at the top and bottom, and make sure the bit that sticks out is at the very bottom, because that's where you put the metal tent peg type thing. I'm afraid I've pressed pause now, or stop, and I don't film anymore, so this is the end of the raised bed video, but it's pretty self-explanatory. What do you think I should grow in it? What do you think? Asparagus? Parsnips? carrots even. What do you grow in yours? Have you got one? What are they like? Are they easy to look after? It's exciting, I've never had one before.